So I was reading this chapter, and in the back of my mind, I was thinking the whole entire time, future war arc in Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail has always been these little mini battles and stuff, but it's not been a full-on war, continent versus continent, Fior versus Arball's thing. And I'm thinking, I'm like, what's going to happen with this? Are they going to have a full-out war? Or are they going to go infiltrate it, just Fairy Tail, the strong people, and kind of take it down from the inside? I'm thinking, what is this going to happen? Because we all know Makarov disbanded the guild, and it wasn't exactly for no reason. The dude pretty much wanted his family to live on, and he didn't want him to get caught up in any of this mess, because no matter how strong Fairy Tail is, against 730, like, whole entire guilds, including dark guilds, they cannot beat him. Like, Fairy Tail, strong enough, it's just one guild. 730 guilds will obviously beat one guild. There's no chance. If you think that Fairy Tail could beat that many guilds, you're just kind of stupid. And honestly, I would definitely say if it was 10 guilds versus Fairy Tail would get him. But 730 is too much. And even with all of the guilds at Fior, there's only 500, including the dark guilds. So it's like there's way too many guilds in this Arball system, and they're military run. Like, the whole entire thing is made out of like a military thing, so they specialize in that. So they definitely beat their ass. And right now, Fior is not really just too sturdy military-wise. The council's kind of not on the right footing. You know, the Lumihistori, well, Fairy Tail that controls Lumihistori, has kind of been out of commission for a little bit until now, and Urza actually saw Lumihistori this chapter, but we'll get to that in a second. So there's nothing really to protect Fior, and Mess figured that out when he was talking to Makarov, and he's the only one that actually knew what Makarov was doing, because he's like infiltrating, you know, Arballs. He's just kind of like chilling there, trying to stop the war as long as he can till the council can get back on their feet, which is smart, because I respect Makarov, because he looks at the Fairy Tail like, I'm their father, I have to protect them, I don't want them to get hurt, I love them, and he's definitely a really good father. He's shown it time and time again. Tenro Treyarch, you know, facing Agnologia so they all could get away, but even though they didn't listen to him, because they love him like a father as well. So it's just he's a really good character, and I really like him. But I'm thinking, like, will be a grim turn for Fairy Tail, and it turns out Makarov's been dead for like a half a year, and he just, while he was infiltrating, he got figured out and he got killed. That'd be a really good twist of Fairy Tail, because, you know, Fairy Tail doesn't really do that a lot, because they're kind of happy, joy. Sometimes they'll have, actually not recently, I just thought about that. And honestly, they usually don't take this turn, but actually they've taken a turn for the worst lately. Not worst, but like a grimmer side of Fairy Tail, you know, with Igneel dying. Igneel dying was definitely a big move for Fairy Tail, because they don't have a lot of people dying, you know. Gray's father. It's just, in general, that'd be a really grim term if Makarov died, because he's been there since the beginning, and we all love him. I mean, not all of us, but we all like him, and I love him, and I look at him as a really good character, so I really don't want him to die, but I could definitely see that happening, and that'd be a really, really good story plot, honestly, and then it would be a war of Fairy Tail versus that whole entire place. Whether they win or not, they gotta stand up for what they believe in and respect, and if you kill him, I'm gonna try to kill you, and that's what they'll do, and I'm guessing everybody in Fior will fall behind them, and then there will be the war arc, and then, you know, Fior might win, might lose, probably win. That's how I see things playing out. And we actually see Urza go into Lumihistori with Mest, and Mest was explaining the process of how he deleted his memories and was visited by Makarov to find out more about the West Continent. And I didn't really need all those pages. That was kind of a waste of a page in writing for me, because we all knew what he did. Like, he saved it, he deleted his memory. We all got the explanation from Makarov. We didn't need pictures of it as well, so it kind of wasted up page time to me, honestly, and I was just like, it's whatever. It was cool to see. I'm not complaining, but at the same time, it's like we could have gotten deeper into this plot, and they left it off on a good note, but that's about it. And I think there should be a new guild master. That's where I want to go. When, you know, Ursa found out about Lumihistori, Lucy, Natsu, Wendy, and Gray all went down to follow him, and that's only where guild masters can go. So she obviously doesn't have a really, really good handle on him. She's really scary, and she intimidates them, but not to the extent to not follow her into sacred ground. So I'm hoping that the next arc will be, or this arc, before they go there, but I don't think it's going to happen. But I want an arc about who's going to be the next guild master. Maybe Makarov, if he's not dead, maybe come back. I wouldn't mind that, because he's a really good guild master, and that's how I'm used to it. So I wouldn't really mind that happening, but I do want to see, like, somebody new if he doesn't want to do it. So Loxus, you know, Gildarts, I don't really think Gildarts deserves it, but, you know, at the same time, he's really strong, and he's kind of like an uncle figure to everybody, kind of uncle. I'm not gonna, nothing else, maybe an older cousin, and he's really strong, but he's just not, he can't be held down by anything. Not even his daughter can hold him down. So every once in a while he'll pop in and stuff, but he's not Guildmaster material. So Loxus, Urza, Natsu, Gray. I think Gray definitely has a lot of like aptitude for it, because dude, he's literally the best undercover person, and he always keeps his head cool. Like, he's always cool-headed, and I just think he would be a really good guild master next to Loxus. I think that those two are my top candidates because Natsu's too hot-headed, and Urza she's just one of the main people in the guilds that she just can't be hunkered down to something like that. And I think she should just keep going, and that end like the 5 people that always go on the mission. So I want to see that happening more. And I really don't want that to happen. I want to see, you know, Loxus or Gray go for it. And I think Gray, just in general, he's really good undercover. So we did see him before this arc actually go undercover. Not before the arc, but like we get to see him way back when he fought Natsu in this weird filler arc that he went undercover there too. So he keeps his cool headed on everything. He's really strong, and on top of that, he's just really mature. So I wouldn't mind seeing him be Guildmaster or Loxus. I think Loxus is definitely the best option right now, but we really won't know till later. I just really enjoyed this chapter. I just want to get off the next Guildmaster. I think who it should be, and I don't think Urza should be it. But right now it's Urza. So what can I really do about it, guys? But you know, comment. I'd love to talk to you guys about this chapter. Do you guys agree with my kind of guild leader synopsis? I don't really know. Just let me know what you guys thought of the chapter, what you guys think of my review. If you liked it, like it, subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. And till next week, see my next Fairy Tail review.